Hi there, I'm Petra. I was asked to join Angie's webinar, and I'm not free at that time, so I just wanted to send a video of my experience with the Edison Effect programme. Bear with me, I've not done this kind of thing before, like video, talking. I've got quite a bit to say, so I wanted to make sure that I remembered it all. I wrote it all down. And a little bit of backstory about me to start. It's been a 15-year journey with ME CFS. The first 5 years I tried to keep working, gradually reducing my hours, but I pushed way too hard and went into quite a severe 6-month crash. Angie likes to call them wobbles, by the way, so because it doesn't sound quite so severe, so I'll call them wobbles from now on. Anyway, yeah, so it was a really bad wobble where I was just in a dark room, no sounds. I could barely move. I felt paralysed. I couldn't speak. I never got back to my baseline when I had that crash. It just made me permanently worse. The last 10 years, I've been mainly housebound and 19-20 hours flat rest, mostly in bed. Last year, I found Ange on a Facebook group that I was following, and I was following her journey to recovery. I felt so drawn to her. I was so happy that she'd then decided that she was going to start her own recovery programme. The Edison Effect was born. I was very lucky enough to be in her first cohort, and it's really been an education. I've learned and gained so much. So to name a few, I've learnt awareness of what's actually going on in the body and the brain and the messages that it's sending. I've also learnt how to pace properly. It's a way of pacing to recover, not just pacing to cope. I've learnt to ask for help. Miss Independent here. Not anymore. I accept that I need help for now. Patience. Recovery cannot be rushed. It can be a slow process, but done properly and results will be worth it. I've learnt to put myself first. I'm a people pleaser by nature, but by putting my needs first, it will aid in my recovery and then everybody else benefits. I've learned acceptance. This is how it is for me, for now, not forever. Confidence in my recovery. Now I have the tools, I truly believe I will recover. And self-awareness. This is huge. And meditation has helped massively here. Discipline and accountability. I hold myself accountable. No one else can do this for me. We can be guided, supported and coached, but ultimately it's down to me. It's down to our own selves to apply the principles, which leads me on to why I chose Ange and the Edison Effect programme. I did the lightning process 13 years ago. Some people swear by it and say that it helped them and it worked, but for me it caused me to push past my limits. There was something missing, and I felt that Ange held the missing pieces to my puzzle. There are other courses out there, but I liked how the Edison Effect programme was set out. There are many elements to healing. It's not just one thing. I felt the course covered them all. I liked Ange's style of coaching and the weekly live calls. You can comment in the programmes, the community centre, or under any video section and chat amongst the other members. And Ange will always reply during her time zone, of course, and it's always an extensive and very supportive reply and explanation. You can also submit a question every week for the live call, and if you're on the call, she will answer it like a one-to-one coaching session. I've gained so many tools during this course, and I'm committed and determined to keep going. I have turned a corner this last few weeks, and I'm noticing changes. My wobbles are only lasting a day, although I will say my last wobble was 3 days, and I did at that time really overstretch myself and had some stress too at that time, but still much better than previous wobbles, typically with rolling PEM lasting weeks or months. I'm sleeping better. I feel overall calmer, a sure sign that my autonomic nervous system is beginning to regulate. My baseline is expanding and I feel a lot more in control. I feel that something's changing and healing is happening. Here's a few things I've done in the last few weeks since starting the course. In the last few months, sorry, since starting the course. I went away, actually during the course, to a log cabin with my boyfriend for 5 days. I meditated out in nature and that was amazing. I planned that at the end of the course I was going to get dressed up and go out for a meal to a restaurant with my boyfriend. I actually did this during the course. I visited my daughter and her newborn baby boy in hospital. I've been to a friend's barbecue. I've had 2 friends over for a catch-up at separate times, and not seen those for years. I visited family a few times, and each of them either live like 30 minutes, 45 minutes away. I haven't driven. That's still to come. I'm going to do that next week, actually. Just to the dentist, 5-minute drive to the dentist for the first time. I went to my eldest grandson's birthday party. A week later, I also had him sleep over. And that's only the second time that I've done that in his life. Just last night, I had my other daughter and her partner and new baby grandson over for tea, and they didn't leave till 10:15. So yeah, I'm doing lots and I'm expanding. I'm noticing my noise sensitivity is improved. I can stand for longer periods of time. It was only 1 minute before maximum. I now stand to brush my teeth and cleanse, tone and moisturise my face, which takes me a good 5 minutes. I can now stand in the shower. I used to use a chair before to sit down. This week I've actually showered every day. Hanging washing out now, I can do that a couple of times a week, no problem. Yes, I'm so happy with my progress I've made so far, and you know, I'm looking forward to what more is to come. I'm very grateful to Ange. Her dedication and passion to help others shines through. She's an amazing speaker, teacher and coach. If I could advise to anyone starting this course, it would be, take your time. There's no need to rush. I did at times and did myself no favours. I wanted to keep up, but there really is no rush. There's a lot to take in, so pace and go slowly. This is another lesson I learned for me, a personality trait that didn't serve me at this time. Now I'm feeling improvement. I have now gone back to the beginning of the course again, and I'm surprised that I'm picking up so much more this time around as I'm taking my time. I'm more focused and in a different headspace. And the only other thing would be to keep showing up for meditation, because it really, really helps. Okay, I think I've rambled on long enough. So I'll leave it there, and good luck with your own journey to recovery.